Mother Nature lives in a state of flow, though modern society fosters stagnation. We live in a world that has evolved beyond our own physical evolution, and this mismatch leads to a variety of complications. However, I think a lot of us can relate to feeling overwhelmed or stuck at times, out of flow with life's natural rhythms. Whenever I exist in this state of flow, it becomes easier to cultivate bliss and peace. Despite that society itself doesn't work around these natural seasons, both physically and emotionally, I am always in constant pursuit to align my existence more in ways that are suitable to how we as human beings are actually meant to be living. As always, we need to work with what we got and focus on the areas we can change. Maybe there are areas of our lives leading us to feel stuck or overwhelmed that we can't necessarily get out of, but I find that aligning myself with the things in my life that are within my control make life as a whole more fulfilling, including the overwhelming bits. What if each moment of friction or stagnation we experience became an invitation to build a life fuller of contentment and meaning? I think a lot of these answers lie within attuning ourselves to the flow and natural rhythm of life, both internally and externally. So here is how I've been working towards achieving this. Seasons have been an obsession of mine this year, not only nature seasons, but seasons in any context that may be affecting my life. These seasons dictate the natural flow of life. I've been viewing them in two main ways. First, you have the seasons of the external world, how things around us change, the phases of the moon, the changing of nature seasons, the way life progresses for those around us. This external flow surely has an impact on us, but the beauty of external seasons is that we have great autonomy when it comes to perceiving how we deal with them, how we can use it to help or hurt us. They're a gift we either get to appreciate for what they are or dismiss for what they are not. Just like how there are external seasons, we have internal seasons as well. Aging, our circadian rhythms, hormonal cycles, or anything else that is within our bodies and may affect things like our emotions or energy levels or physical well-being. All of these seasons contribute to life's flow, and how we engage with them contributes to the way we experience life itself. If we work against the flow, we feel stuck. If we work with it, we feel inspired and lively. Ignoring nature cycles both around and within creates resistance within my life, while honoring these rhythms leads to an abundance of rich experiences, which is what life is really about having. One way I've been realigning my life with this state of flow is by recognizing the symbolism and influence nature has while it shifts and changes. Each season represents different energies. Bringing some of this seasonal symbolism into my life has helped me guide my goals more appropriately and appreciate the uniqueness nature has to offer in different months of the year. However, physical seasons vary from place to place, and one winter or summer looks different from another. One season that remains a constant across the entire planet is the moon cycle. As of recently, this has been my favorite external thing to attach my work, productivity, and well-being to. The moon's cycle lasts about a month, leaving only a few days to focus on the energy or symbolism for each phase. It helps keep me moving at an appropriate pace as to move on from one thing to the next and not get stuck focusing too much on one thing. Aligning my life and goals with the phases of the moon has served as a guide for productivity, rest, and emotional awareness. Aligning our habits, goals, and actions with the external rhythms of life, I think, is one effective way to cultivate more harmony within ourselves. I can safely say that the more I focus on this alignment, the more I feel in alignment with a genuine version of myself, a version that feels happy, healthy, and peaceful. Especially when our inner cycles or health feel out of order, focusing on harnessing the energy of the external world can be a good place to start to get unstuck and back into a flow of inspired abundance. These past few months, I've been trying to improve my sleep schedule, and the quality of my life and well-being has improved so much since I've actually started caring about this. I think some of those sleep apps are actually super helpful. Sometimes I feel like the biggest inhibitor to improving things in my life is simply not understanding it. Finding out more information about how my body works has allowed me to improve my well-being dramatically, and understanding my circadian rhythm has been one great way of doing this. Even if you are doing everything perfectly, you will still experience the highs and lows of life. I don't think making the goal to always be happy is sustainable because happiness literally cannot exist without its polar sibling. Happiness is an emotion, and emotions are temporary and fluctuate. We will have seasons of different emotions naturally. Just because some emotions might feel better than others, they all provide insight into ourselves and have the potential to be harnessed and create beauty from it. We need to be creative in how we want to harness that energy. Sometimes, for me, that just means sitting with the emotion and allowing myself to experience it. Similarly, we also experience hormonal cycles, and these can also be a guide to harnessing our energy in specific ways. Aging is a slow process, but perhaps affects our lives more than anything else. Our age dictates things like the energy we have, where we are at in our lives, our ability to learn, our ability to move, the knowledge and wisdom we have, and so much more. Aging can mean different things to each and every person, but I think it's important to determine what it means to you. Learning to listen to internal cues rather than forcing productivity, action, or rest unnaturally has served as a plan or rough guide as to where to direct my energy. Most of the time, it leads me to directing that energy in effective and authentic ways, and over time, that feeling of stagnation subsides. So, with all of that being said, here's some suggestions as to how to get unstuck and move into a more inspired flow. Track when you feel the most focused, creative, or drained throughout the day or week. Adjust your schedule accordingly. Embrace natural ebbs and flows instead of forcing constant output. Recognize when it is time to push forward versus recharge. Set intentions that align with seasons. When you're able to organize your days based on your energy levels, time block your tasks around your natural rhythms. For example, do deep work during high energy periods and rest or do admin tasks like cleaning during low energy periods. I love integrating seasonal rituals into my routine. I'll buy flowers that remind me of the seasons, or light seasonal candles, or correlate my journal prompts to nature's rhythms. Think about your goals and then think about why you want to accomplish them. I found that making progress towards the why is more important for defining productivity than the goal itself. For example, we usually make specific goals to feel good. So if you need time to recharge in order to keep that pursuit of that goal feeling good, then take that time. It's still in alignment with your why. Stay in alignment with your why, not necessarily your goal. When we attune ourselves to these natural rhythms, we can honor a more authentic and fulfilled version of ourselves while maintaining our why. Stay close to yourself, stay close to your why, and flow with life to step into a rhythm that feels more effortless, creative, and peaceful. Thank you for watching.